G'day and welcome. All right, Pewdiepie is the standard. Okay, so what am I talking about here? I just had one of these little brain farts. When I get a brain fart, things happen. You know, like I'm telling you. So Pewdiepie is the standard, right? That is the benchmark to beat, right? He is the #1 subscriber, and he's going down, or #1 subscription guy. He's the largest YouTuber on YouTube, and he's going down. No, he's not going down. He's done well. He's done very well. Other guys that are really big, like say Casey Neistat, those type of people are promoted. A lot of people don't understand that. So they got a bit of an unfair advantage. They're sponsored and promoted. So they tend to make it really, really big. Now, again, YouTube is doing some really strange things with their, especially, with PewDiePie and stuff like that. But that's what people look at, and they see YouTube, their life as a YouTube career, so to speak, and then that's what they visualize. That I'm going to make it to that status. Now, even if you can only make it to 1/10 of that status, you're probably going to be doing pretty good. PewDiePie, I think, makes something like $16 million a year at last time I heard. He probably makes more than that now. That said, if you made 1/10 of that, you're probably living pretty darn good. You know what I mean? So even it's something to strive for, but in reality, most people will never get that. Now, how many YouTubers are there? I know there's 2 billion people roughly on YouTube, from what I've heard. I'm pretty sure you can go look in the analytics and I'll tell you exactly how many. But how many people actually create content? It's only a few million people probably that actually create content. I happen to be one of them. But so can you. I think something like 80% of YouTube accounts, again, don't quote me on this, but I heard something along this lines that 70-80% of YouTube accounts are just people watching. They so they can comment and stuff like that, but they don't make videos at all. And I would say the majority of YouTube channels have like 2-3 videos on it. It's like, oh, here's my funny cat video, or my flying bee video. I got one video, 12 million views. Yeah, that's what, a lot of people have that kind of concept. I'll make a video, it'll be the greatest video ever in history. It'll do really well, and it'll be my meal ticket. And it doesn't work like that at all. It's like, you're like, oh, this video, the title's so good, it's so good, that everybody's just going to click on it right away. You come back next day, 3 views. 2 of them were yours. That's reality. That's more reality. And then all of a sudden, you have to understand how it works too, is the more popular your video gets, the more popular it can get. But there's also a lot of censorship going on with YouTube right now, which holds a lot of people back. If you say the wrong thing, there's all these algorithms that really, it fights the content creators big time. So I won't get too far into that. That's my other channel, covers that kind of stuff. But it does hurt you. So if you have a sanitized channel, this one's a pretty sanitized channel. I try to keep my potty mouth to a bare minimum. That will help you. Even though people want to speak freely and they want to just say whatever they want to say, whatever. And any kind of descriptive language they want to use, it will get picked up and it will hold you back. That will hold you back if you don't know that. So if you're a potty mouth, try to keep your potty mouth to a bare minimum. I'm working on. I'm Canadian. Us Canadians. We've got. I know the world doesn't realize this, but Canadians, like rural Canada, like every second word is something to make the devil blush, right? So we're quite bad at that. I even had one of my subscribers say, "Yeah, no, he's truly Canadian. He's just really good at controlling his potty mouth. He's really, he's got that under wrap." And I do good. I do good. I gotta give myself credit. I do. It's just, you know what I mean? Like, when you talk like you're around a bunch of locals, it's a different, you're speaking different languages. But when you're out to the World Wide Web and you're trying to make an impression, you can still be funny without all the curse words and stuff like that. So that's something to keep in mind too. But what should you strive for? Well, just make your channel the best you can. One of the things you should, again, will you ever hit PewDiePie status? I don't know. And it's different for everybody. Like, for example, those makeup girls, they make a killing. They make a killing on YouTube because they get followings like that. And if they're really pretty, they get followed. It's mostly women following them, but you know, they can showcase themselves, right? Musicians, it's really funny because you could put on the best performance of your life and get no views on it whatsoever, or the video gets taken down for copyright, which I haven't had that happen too often, but it does happen, where it's like, okay, you have different levels. Now, I know the EU just came out with some censorship stuff there, which is going to hurt us for copyright. So if you're a musician and you're doing a cover of somebody else, sometimes it's like, okay, it's no problem, very rarely. But usually it's like, okay, well, this video can't be monetized because it's, it's copyright, whatever. And other times, the smart thing that they did, and I don't know why every music industry company doesn't do this and every band doesn't do this. It's like, you want to cover our song? Fine, but we're going to take a little cut. And you know what? I'm completely okay with that because you're going to make a little bit of money. They're going to make a little money on it. And again, the content creator itself, like of a song or whatever, it is their song. You know what I mean? If it was your song, you'd be thinking the same way, well, you're making money off my song and I'm not, you know what I mean? Same way when people take your videos and stuff like that. Now, that said, I had one Moto Madness take one of my clips or one of my videos and feature it on his video, into his video, and he asked me, and I said, by all means, please do that. Do it again if you want. I got other stuff too, because that, I know, bigger channels can bring you subscribers. So I don't mind that, and I know he's making more money. Like, my channel's not monetized right now because it's not eligible. Hopefully that changes soon. But the thing is that okay, yeah, think of it like promo work. But that said, even at that, if somebody else is going to use your video, as long as you can get them to tell you get them to tell people, like, putting the links that came from this channel, it brings people back to your channel, and that's really cool. So they used to have a thing where you could respond to people directly in response videos, and I guess it got so out of control that there was like just endless response videos to like the bigger YouTubers, and they couldn't follow them all because everybody's like trying to get a dialogue going, right? And they're trying to, well, this guy's really popular, so if I get a dialogue going with him, it'll draw people to my channel, and then they stopped doing it. But now they have the live chat thing, which I've yet to do. I've yet to do it. I will be doing that hopefully soon, but it's like I have a lot of limitations with my internet here, so I have to go to I'm waiting for the weather to actually be good enough to be able to do this. It's amazing how much the weather has held back this channel. I'm not making excuses, just it's like all the things I need. I need nice weather, warm weather, dry weather, and sometimes you don't get all three on the same day. It's like, okay, it's dry and it's sunny, but it's like minus 12 out. My equipment's not going to be doing very well with that. So, other things I would say, getting into it for the money. This becomes an issue, and you'll have people that will criticize you over this, that you're just in it for the money, blah, blah, blah. Should you make money off your artworks and videos and stuff? Absolutely. You should. There's no shame there. You could be unemployed sucking up people's tax dollars on welfare, or you could be making your own videos and sharing advertisements. Now, the problem is most people who have a problem with people making money on YouTube, what they have a problem with is the endless amount of ads, right? And I hate doing that myself. I hate putting on a ton of ads. But I'll tell you this, if you're going to make money, if your goal is to make money on it, every top YouTuber, your Phil DeFrancos or even PewDiePie's or Casey Neistat's, they make a lot of money off of YouTube. Don't get me wrong, but they don't only make money off of YouTube. They use YouTube as a platform to usually sell other stuff. You like this camera I reviewed? Description down below, buy it through me, you get 10% off and I get a cut. Whatever. That's where they make their money. If you've got the ability to do that, use it to your advantage. If you have any sort of business or anything you want to promote, use it to your advantage. It's a resource there for the tap into it. It's there for the taking. But if you're going to think that you're just going to make money at it right away, it doesn't really work like that. Now, you'll get somebody, typically going to be a pretty girl, goes and blogs about absolutely nothing, and she gets 15,000 subscribers overnight because she's got a really pretty face. But to keep those subscribers, you usually have, like, people will subscribe out of novelty, and that's still a win. It's still a win. But to watch, to retain the watchers, they say the sweet spot for a video is between 3 and 8 minutes. I'm going a little over there now, but I'm going to wrap it up anyway. But the thing I'm getting at is that you have to have substance to your channel. So if you're just in it for the money, well, that's fine and dandy, but you better bring something really great to the table, or else, you'll never make it to the Pewdiepie. But if your goal is to make it to compete with Pewdiepie, good luck to you. Something to strive for. You may never get there, but if you even make it like 1% there, you're doing pretty good. I think he's got like 50 some odd million subscribers, or 60 million, whatever he had. I don't know if he's still on the platform anymore, because I know with all the controversy and everything like that. But you got these other YouTubers. I don't watch those people, to be honest with you. It's just I know of them. But anyway, I'll leave it at that, because there's more to be said on it. But it's just, I think there's a benchmark there, and yeah, something to consider, right? So, all right, anyway, be true to yourself, be true to others, always do the right thing. Have yourself a great day.